Hi guys, welcome back to The Binding of Isaac, Repentance. I had to think for a second what it was called. It's not Afterbirth Plus anymore. Since the last video, which has been quite a long time ago, I did one run and sort of accidentally unlocked something. Because I beat Mom's heart for the 10th or however many-th time. And I think from now on it's gonna be It Lives, so that's a small change, which I would have wanted to, capture in this series, but yeah. I just thought I'll do one run, it won't matter that much. And here we are. So today let's do a run as let's play as Maggie. Alright. Apart from that one run, I haven't been playing much Isaac lately. It's all been a bunch of other stuff actually. The Halo, that's a pretty good start. Predominantly I've been playing God of War 2018. And I'm pretty close to finishing it. I'm currently trying not to get too frustrated from the Sigrun fight. The last Valkyrie, the Valkyrie Queen. And, just a small word of warning, or like a request, to not spoil anything in the comments, because I read some things involving Freya. I didn't read everything. I kind of looked away quickly before I automatically read the whole post on Reddit. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish that game this weekend. Glass Eye, that's also pretty good. And as I do, I have gotten into Snowrunner again for the, who knows how manyth time. I don't know how to say that. You catch my drift. I stopped playing again a while ago in the middle of Yukon. And I finished that region the other day. So now, if I remember correctly, the region I'm in is Wisconsin. But I haven't played anything there yet. I wanted to take a small break from it after finishing Yukon, because that was not an easy pair of maps to get through. It's a bit funny how that game is both very relaxing and therapeutic for me. But when it gets tough, it gets really, really frustrating. have no idea how much health I have at this point. I'm guessing 3 hearts, or 3 red hearts, and maybe half a blue heart. I kind of want to take both, and I will. So yeah, that's that. In the last week or two, I haven't been playing Heartspace Shipbreaker that much, just because I've been so focused on getting through God of War. That's currently my story game. I don't like to play more than 1 or 2 proper story-based games at a time. Now hang on. Is this laser or is this Ludovico technique? Laser, I think. Technology, yeah. Whoops. A bit dicey. After I finish God of War, I'm not sure what I'm gonna start next. I still have a few games that I started but haven't finished and haven't played in ages. Like Kingdom Come Deliverance is one I would like to maybe get into again. Maybe start from the beginning, because it's, that's a bit of a pattern for me, is that I like long games and open world games, but often I get kind of burned out, or I just get accidentally distracted, and without really meaning to, I just stop playing them. And then a year, or in this case, maybe a year and a half or 2 years pass. And then I'll want to get back into it, but I'll be so out of touch with all the mechanics and the story that I'm pretty lost, and it's not that fun to resume in the middle of the game. So I might start over. There is also Elden Ring, although stupid spiders. Now that I'm playing God of War, which is, I don't know if it officially counts as a roguelike or a soulslike. It kind of is. Although maybe, I don't know. You tell me if it's a Souls-like or not, but it's kind of reminiscent of it in a way. I'm playing God of War on Give Me a Balanced Experience, which is like the second easiest difficulty. me the story on the lowest and then give me a balanced experience. Then give me a challenge. And then give me God of War at the highest difficulty. And even on the difficulty that I'm playing at, I'm really struggling at times. And I guess I just have to admit to myself that I'm not as patient as I maybe used to be. Now, hang on. Yum Heart is good, but the Bible is arguably better. But if I buy the Bible, I will lose a bit of damage. I will buy it. So yeah, I'm like, I get frustrated pretty easily, and it's just not fun to play like that. And it's, at some point I'm wondering if it's even healthy for me to keep playing these games. Because it's a bit difficult to explain, but oops. In the bigger scheme of things, there are like
48 hour.
Hang on, I have to focus a tiny bit. Larger, no. Speed up. Actually, the pill boxes or pill bottle is not that bad either. But I'll still stick with the Bible. Getting back to my point again. It's kind of a recent thing that I've been thinking about. Being that I started to become more aware of the things that I actually enjoy doing and the things that really bring me joy and like some kind of gratification, which in my case is primarily music, playing music, recording music, writing. More on that later, probably, if there's time. But when I'm playing a game like, I mean, any game, but when I'm getting really worked up about a game, and I'm visibly and audibly frustrated and like I'm not really having fun, it's just I get stubborn because I want to get through a difficult bit, and I don't want to lower the difficulty again because I'm a bit stubborn that way. And I know I can get through it, but it's not working, and just all those emotions. They're, not productive, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to focus again because this is kind of an annoying room. Oh, come on. with any kind of laser, really. Yeah, so I can't help but wonder and realize that I could be doing something that could actually make me happier and has some kind of point. Because even if I get through those difficult bits of a game and it's at the moment when I do what I need to do, like beat a Sigrun or whatever. It's a very stupid example, but when I manage to do it, it's worth it for like a minute or so. And after that, it's gone. And I can't help but wonder if it's worth all that stress and frustration. Especially when I could be doing something like I could go play guitar or practice piano or even just play a different game that, I'm sorry, I'm saying a lot. It's a bad habit. I could be playing a game that doesn't frustrate me and that something that doesn't get me worked up and might be a bit bad for my blood pressure or whatever. It's a very heavy subject to talk about during this kind of video. I didn't plan this. I try to let my stream of consciousness go a bit. I don't want. So yeah, that's just stuff that I'm thinking about more consciously. In part, that might be like expedited, if that's the correct word to use, by a book I started reading, but I actually haven't finished yet. It's called, well, to avoid rude language, F it, do what you love. I forget the author. It's a non-fiction book about a guy who is some kind of life coach in a way, and he has other books about that kind of stuff, like self-improvement kind of things. And obviously the main point of the book is to be more mindful of things that actually make you happy and that you love to do. Whether they're, quote unquote useful or not. It's been a while since I read it, so I forget any specific points, but that book has also kind of made me think more about that stuff. This is not to be depressing obsessing or anything, but we all have only so much time here. And yeah, I don't want to have regrets on that front. I don't believe in trying everything for the sake of trying it, because, you know, that's just not who I am. I'm not that adventurous of a person. But when I know what things bring me joy and what things don't, it's easy to get, or I should say it's not always easy to keep focus or to stay focused on the things that you actually enjoy, because I don't know if this has anything to do with my autism, or, you know, whatever specific about me, or if it's, I guess it has to be some kind of general human trait that it's, you know, it's, even though you know you love to do something, it's not always easy to actually work on that. There are so many distractions, including video games, somewhat sadly. You know, when Anna is out for a wedding, she's a wedding photographer, for context. When she's gone all day, usually I make some kind of vague plans to play whatever video games for a bit, record a few videos, but also work on music, because it's not that I don't get to work on music when Anna is home, of course, but what point am I actually trying to make? It's just those days seem to lend themselves better to really focus on things that I don't always have time to do when Anna is home. There goes the devil room. So I plan to spend half the day, or however long, actively working on music, like mixing something I have recorded, or record something new, or just play. But more often than not, alright, that trinket. More often than not, I will just start playing a game and I won't stop until it's dinner time. I get sucked into video games very easily, at the expense of everything else. Which I guess means that I'm addicted. Not debilitatingly so, but still, that sounds like addiction to me. balance my time better. So I can actually, so I can still do everything I enjoy doing, including playing video games. But also not neglect other things I enjoy to do but are harder to start doing. Or to keep doing, even. Oh, come on. That was a cheap shot. I don't think I'll be getting into the talking too much about music because there's not that much time left, and yeah, I think I better save that for another video. But in short, I'm kinda building up to actually releasing a few songs. Definitely on Bandcamp. And very likely also on, the most, or the major streaming platforms. I'm currently in the process of rethinking what name I want to use. Because I had decided on an artist name. I don't like that word, but it's what it is. Being Donderjong, which is a Dutch word that doesn't really exist, but it's a word nonetheless. But in the last few days I've been reconsidering, because I'm not sure a Dutch name is the best choice. It's all instrumental music, so it's, it doesn't really matter. And on the whole, it doesn't matter what name I end up using, because it's just a name in the end. But yeah, it's tricky to find a name in English that I like, that isn't used, and that's not too far-fetched. So yeah, I'm trying to just decide between a few, and occasionally asking Anna for her opinion, even though she doesn't really care. I don't really want either of those items, so let's just go ahead and sort of finish this run. I can go to Sheol, but only if the devil room actually appears, so yeah, it's not a guarantee. Forgive the rambling, but it's actually kinda nice nice to just ramble for a bit, because usually when I make these videos, I sort of struggle to keep talking. But yeah, I guess I've had more on my mind lately. And also I haven't been recording as much. Which is not a bad thing. In the past I recorded way too much in one go, and then I had recorded material for several weeks, if not months, worth of videos. While still, and then I would edit and publish those videos months after recording them, while in the meantime recording even more videos, and yeah, it just got a bit overwhelming. And even though it doesn't matter as much to you as a viewer, I assume, it I didn't like that whatever I was talking about in those videos happened so long ago, and sometimes things were just not relevant anymore. Yeah, sure. Oops. I should really exploit the small rock and the money equals power. There aren't that many rocks to blow up. So the point is that I'm trying to, or sometimes, no, let's start again. My point is that I think I know better when I should record and when I shouldn't. Being I should record when I only have 1 or 2 videos not edited yet. And I should not record just because I feel like it. Oh. Okay, my plan backfired a little bit. Because I assumed these are rocks and they would give me coins because of the lucky rock. Or whatever it's called. But it seems they don't drop coins, which is a bit weird. I do apologize for not recording very consistently. I still don't have a schedule, and I don't think I should have a schedule, because if I had one, I guarantee you I wouldn't be able to stick to it, and it would just be another source of unnecessary stress. Because I can't really imagine anyone actively waiting for me to release a video. because it lives, we can go to the cathedral as well. It's interesting. Dark matter. Yes, I will. Sacrificial altar. I don't have Sheol or Cathedral done yet, so let's go Sheol. Yeah, I don't think anyone is waiting for me to release a video on any given day. Personally, I don't really care when channels I follow release their videos. Like, I'm on YouTube a lot anyway, so I'll inevitably see when something new is out. Maybe that's trusting the algorithm too much. Oops. I'm a bit surprised that I think it's the most recent No Man's Sky video I uploaded is doing better than expected. Not to talk. Oops. Not to talk business too much, but I usually videos, the views and stuff, the stats, they tend to flatline after a week or so, but this one keeps going up. Not by much, but still. So yeah, I'll take that as a positive development. I stopped caring about, or I stopped being too obsessive about how well my videos do. I used to be like, I used to check multiple times a day how well the most recent videos were doing. You know, all the view time, the views, how many subs they got me, which usually wasn't that many, but it's not healthy. I mean, depends what you want to, no, depends where you want to go with YouTube. Some people are really focused on the stats and they can interpret them somewhat accurately to figure out what they're doing wrong and what they're doing right. Where am I supposed to go? Because there is no... Oh. Right, okay. Yeah, but I'm not one of those people. I have at times tried to analyze, to be smart about YouTube, I suppose. sometimes some videos, or sometimes I would try something and it would actually make a bit of a difference. But the next video, which I thought I was smart about, then didn't do well at all. And I just don't think it's worth it for my intents and purposes. I probably shouldn't be talking about that stuff too much, because I get that it can be a bit off-putting. Off chocolate pudding. Let's just blow up all the blue fires. And figure out where the door is. They're obscured by the item list. We should be coming up on Satan. Am I still getting damage up from coins? Yeah, a bit. But it seems they changed how the lucky rock works. Apologies if that's not what it's called. Because I remember it dropping, or I remember every rock dropping one coin when you had that trinket, but now it seems only one coin per bomb. Regardless of how many rocks it destroys. Okay, let's do Satan. Slightly mistimed the bomb. Phase 2. Okay. Guardian Angel achievement. Kill Satan with Maggie. And the negative. Beat Sheol 5 times. You can't see that. It's the PlayStation achievement overlays. Okay. Skip the loud music. Alright. That was a fun run. Not too difficult, but not boring either. I will refrain from winding out, or however you say it, stretching out my video endings. Apologies for the ramble, but sometimes I just have to ramble for a bit. And in the end, isn't that what ASMR videos are all about? As always, thank you for watching and for listening. Take care, and I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.